There's 100,000 people here to see the 4th US Grand Prix West, over 80 laps of the twisty 2-mile city course. But as the grid forms up on the far side of the course, which is where the pits are situated, all is not well, because there is a furious Colin Chapman, the Team Lotus owner, and Carlos Reutemann, the man who was starting on the front row of the grid, second fastest in practice. And Carlos Reutemann has had electrical trouble at the beginning of the warm-up lap, and in accordance with Formula One rules, he is being prevented from joining the grid. After practice, it's Gilles Villeneuve in pole position in the Ferrari. Alongside him, Reutemann, then Scheckter Ferrari and Ligier, Lafitte Ligier and Mario Andretti in the Lotus. Villeneuve has overshot. He has not stopped at the grid. And alongside him was supposed to be Reutemann. Perhaps that's confused him, but on the right in the blue and white Ligier is Patrick Depailler, who now accelerates up alongside, and Jacques Lafitte, the man who won the first 2 races of the season, is out of his car, and from the skid marks behind, it looks as though the engine has seized up. And there is the stricken Ligier being lifted back to the pits, off the course, and as the grid is reforming, there's confusion, and James Hunt, there's a rumour that Villeneuve is going to be penalised. James Hunt.
I think that the leading cars, like the pole cars may have been, never came under orders. He just simply didn't stop at his grid position, so he carried on, and then nobody knew what to do, and it was all good fun. But of course, what's much more fun is all the arguments now, because of course Ferrari, who spent their life shouting the rule book and claiming that they're frightfully sporting, their guy's just broken the rules inadvertently, and obviously normally we just cock up and we all come back and we race again like friends, but of course people had enough, so now people are protesting Ferrari after all their years of holier than thou, because they are actually the most unsporting team in it, and they're fighting for their life over the rule book, because theoretically Villeneuve's the pole man, he should come under orders for the start, you see. He obviously made a perfectly normal mistake, the balls weren't very clearly shown, failed to come under orders, so that technically classifies as a jump start for a minute penalty, so the Ferrari team managers probably on their phone to Italy now asking for further instructions.
And there is the grid, 20 minutes later, ready for the official start of the race, and here it is. And Jody Scheckter surges out from behind Villeneuve. Scheckter in the Ferrari, Mario Andretti well up, and they go round the right-hander at Shoreline Drive, down towards the Queen Mary hairpin, and Depailler is coming up. And it is Villeneuve, and there is trouble on the first lap. Again, that's Patrick Tambay in the McLaren, the Frenchman Patrick Tambay in the McLaren, and he's taken off Niki Lauda with him as well. But at the front, Gilles Villeneuve, the brilliant winner in South Africa, leads Patrick Depailler in the Ligier and Jody Scheckter in the second of the 2 Ferraris. Then it is Mario Andretti and Jean-Pierre Jarier, the Frenchman in the Tyrrell. Gilles Villeneuve, Ligier, Depailler, Ferrari, Jody Scheckter and Jean-Pierre Jarier goes through on the inside and takes 4th place away from Mario Andretti, the world champion. Jarier driving brilliantly, the Frenchman who did so well in Canada and America last season, and look at Villeneuve in the flat 12, new T4 Ferrari. Villeneuve leads. Villeneuve in a class of his own already, with Depailler and Scheckter challenging him, and Jarier right with Scheckter. The battle for second place is really intense. Villeneuve leads. Onto the fastest part of the course, and it's tremendously quick here, and just watch how stable the Ferrari is under braking. And Jarier is up into 3rd place now, incredible. Jean-Pierre Jarier is past Jody Scheckter, the South African in the Ferrari, and now he's going to set about Patrick Depailler, his fellow countryman in the Ligier in front of him. And Jarier closing right up on Depailler on braking. Down the descent, round the left-hander. Now you can see why this Long Beach course is so demanding, terribly punishing as we watch the battle for second place. Punishing on gearboxes, punishing on drive shafts, punishing on brakes and the drivers. And it's very difficult indeed to pass anywhere at Long Beach. There's one natural racing line, and if you're on it, there's no way the man's going to forget. But I'm wrong, it's Jarier coming up to take second place. Jarier goes past Depailler. He has now passed Scheckter and Depailler and is brilliantly up into second place behind the leader, Gilles Villeneuve, in the Ferrari. And there is the Frenchman in second place on his own temporarily on the course, and there is the gap between the leader, Villeneuve, Jarier in second place, and Jody Scheckter in the Ferrari, sprinting up past Patrick Depailler to take third position. Mario Andretti still in fifth position. Gilles Villeneuve then leading, the man who led brilliantly here at Long Beach last year until through sheer inexperience he hit Clay Regazzoni's car and went out of the race. And there's a rumour that Villeneuve is not going to be penalised on time for jump starting, but that he may be heavily fined. Anyway, he's well out in the lead, and Jody Scheckter, lap 28, second. There is Nelson Piquet about to be lapped. In third position, Jarier. In fourth position, Depailler. And in fifth position, Mario Andretti. And there is the third place man, Jean-Pierre Jarier. And it looks as though Jarier is starting to drop back through the field, because the gap between himself and Scheckter in second place, Ferrari's first and second now, is extending. Jarier. Depailler closing right up on his gearbox, and Mario Andretti in fifth place right behind Depailler. Alan Jones, the brilliant Australian in the white Saudia Williams, has now closed right up behind Mario Andretti, who tries to take Depailler. Four cars together, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. And Alan Jones is driving an absolute stormer of a race. It's Jones, it's the Williams of Jones, the Australian, up into fifth position ahead of Mario Andretti. So the world champion is down a place. And still, Patrick Depailler is on the gearbox of Jean-Pierre Jarier. It's still the Tyrrell, the Ligier, now the Williams, and in sixth place, the Lotus 79 of Mario Andretti. Magnificent motor racing. Lap 46, and Patrick Depailler is upper place, ahead of Jarier. And in fifth place, right behind Jarier, it's still Alan Jones, then Mario Andretti. So up into third place then has come Patrick Depailler, number 25, and there he is. And now Alan Jones is up to fourth position, and Jarier must be in trouble. And now, looking back, let us see how Depailler on the left passes Jarier and goes up into third place. A bit of demon braking at the Queen Mary hairpin. Through on the inside, out wide. Jarier tries to take him again on the inside, but Depailler's just got the line to get his foot in, and now Jarier is in trouble. We see what it was. So, tyres, all four of them being changed on Jean-Pierre Jarier's Tyrrell. And Jones is past Depailler and up into third position, because there is Depailler with Andretti behind him in fifth place. Andretti fifth, challenging Depailler now. So maybe Depailler's tyres, like those of Jean-Pierre Jarier, are going off. Depailler and Andretti battling for fourth position. There, on the right, number 31, Hector Rebarque's Lotus, the Mexican, who was in sixth position, and Derek Daly's ensign alongside him. Mario Andretti, the world champion. And Andretti is ahead of Depailler and up into fourth position, bidding for 3 points in the World Championship, and he really needs them. It hasn't been a very good season. On to the fastest part of the course, foot hard in, the flat 12 Ferrari engine behind him, and Gilles Villeneuve has just got a few corners to go now before he sees that checkered flag. Look how stable the Ferrari is under braking, cool as a cucumber. Much older than his 27 years, immaculate driving, placing it with complete precision. He's nursed the tyres and the car every inch of this race, and he's led all the way. And in 1977 only, in a McLaren, Villeneuve made his Grand Prix debut, and there is the checkered flag going out. And the Long Beach Grand Prix has been won by Gilles Villeneuve, who goes into the lead in the World Championship. Villeneuve moves into the lead with 20 points and 2 wins. Lafitte second with 18 and 2 wins. Third, the second Ferrari, Scheckter. Reutemann fourth, then De Paye and Andretti, followed by Jean-Pierre Jarier.